Lola. See, I got the radio on the Kinks. So I'm gonna go more in depth to the songs that I like. More of the stuff that I used to listen to in high school to get a more of a kind of a picture of. I remember the beginning of high school, I just kind of started to play guitar. I started to play guitar in 8th grade. So in high school, I was like started to listen to the Beatles more, and so the more I started listening to the Beatles, just made me keep on wanting to play guitar because I wanted to play these songs. I'm like, oh wow, these are really good songs. I don't mind learning them. So I started listening to the Beatles, and then as I was listening to the Beatles, I started to go, okay, you know what? Let me check out Paul solo stuff. So I started buying Paul solo stuff. So I started getting Wings albums, on the LP. Because they used to, it was like right around the time people were selling their records to get CDs. So, so they were selling them for really cheap at this used records place. You can get like an album for like $3. So they had all this Paul McCartney Wings stuff, Metal Speedway. And his 80s solo stuff like Press to Play, Broad Street, Tug of War, and London Town, into the Speed of Sound. So so I started buying all that and listening to it all the time. And then I started getting this Sting. I'm not sure how I started getting this Sting. I think one day I was hanging with some friends. We were going to the record store. We were going to a place called Coconuts. And I remember I was being picked up because I guess one of my friends, when they get the car and he had the radio on, and I remember I was sitting in the front, so I opened the door and all of a sudden a police song was on, which I remember from when I was a kid, but I was like, wow, this is really good. I think it was like Synchronicity 2 or something maybe, or or it's in a bottle. It was one of the songs that had a really cool guitar riff. It was really cool. I should start listening to the Police more. I was like, oh. And so, I started getting their stuff. I remember they had they were selling them on cassette at that time too. This is like in 89, 1990 around there. And they had them on cassette for like $2.99 each. All the Police albums. They made like 5 albums. So they $15. So $15 gave me the whole Police catalog. So I bought all 5. And then my friend lived like a block from the record shop. So we came back to his place and started playing it. Started playing I can't stand up for another day. And I started loving it. I really loved it. Because I knew all the Police. Because when I was like 10, Synchronicity was such a huge thing on MTV. So it was like, I knew the song. I knew they were a popular band, but I never really listened to them before, fully with the albums. So I started listening to it. And then I started, very soon after that, they were there on MTV, they had a Sting weekend. They played all Sting videos all weekend long. So and I remember they started playing some of his solo stuff. He's if you love somebody, set them free, Englishman in New York, all this, we'll be together tonight, all those videos. They started playing all this stuff, plus the Police stuff. Because of the Police fan, I started, I listened to it. Actually, I recorded on VHS because of the Police stuff, but then I started liking the solo stuff, and so I was like, that solo stuff's pretty good. So I bought Green on Blue Turtles, and Nothing Like the Sun, and those were the 2 albums. Soul Cages hadn't come out yet, so I was in between Nothing Like the Sun and Soul Cages, and so I really started getting into him then. I listened to him a lot, and then I remember when Soul Cages came out, and I thought, oh, I was right there to buy it. And I remember, he was playing some songs from it, a song called Why Should I Cry For You, that was on the, and I remember thinking that's a great song. He was just getting good. He was getting better, Sting. I love that album, Soul Cages. That's the album with I looked out across the river today, and I think Mad About You on that album too. Gang, 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 don't throw from Jerusalem. I walked a lonely mile in the moonlight, and over 1,000,000 stars were shining. My heart was lost on a distant planet. The world was around the April moon, lost in a rock of sadness. I'm mad about you, mad about you. and very poetic. That's what I love the best thing. His lyrics. It's like this great lyrics. It's just that's one of the things that I was. Not many guys when listen to them. Musicians. Affect me like by for their lyrics. But with Sting, it was like I used to follow along. Oh, these are really cool lyrics, and he would use these words, and I didn't know what he was talking about. But I was like, that is so cool. I just liked the way it sounded, and it was so cool. So that's made me a fan of Sting really in these melodies. But I think I was more a fan of his solo stuff. And then 10 Summers Tales came out, and I remember that was such a huge hit, and that album was huge. Those hits like If I Ever Lose My Faith in You, and Fields of Gold, and what else is on the album? Oh yeah, Shape of My Heart, and It Was Probably Me, and I Hate to See It Was Probably Me. That's a great album. That was that song? How that one song go? It's called St. Augustine in Hell, but I forgot how it goes. I can hear the melody, but I'm trying to think of the words. The minute I caught your eye, the minute that's a great album. That was probably like the last album that I was really an avid Sting buyer, but then he went like 3 years after that to like the next album, so he took like 3 years, and I was kind of waiting for 3 years, and I think when it came, and then the next album he did was Mercury Falling. I think that was next, and it's an album I really haven't listened to, so I gotta get Mercury. Actually, I do have Mercury. I do have Mercury Falling on like a burned copy of this, but I haven't listened to it. I don't know, it's because I'm so into those earliest Sting albums, those Dream of Blue Turtles, Nothing Like the Sun, and the other two, Soul Cages, and 10 Summers Tales. That is kind of, I don't know, those are my albums and stuff. So I don't know, I still gotta listen to Mercury Falling and Brand New Day. That's another album, because those are two big hit albums as well. But he takes too much time in between, which I hate. That's the thing about musicians, don't take too much time between albums, because it's like no one's sitting there and wait every day. All right, did they release the new album yet? Do they have another album yet? No. It's like no one's gonna keep doing that. That's why the Beatles kept releasing albums, and that was one of the secrets to the Beatles' success. They would always release stuff, and then they weren't releasing an album; they would release a single of original music. If you think about it, Beatles were like a constant band for like 6 years, from late 62 to the end of 69. That's like 62, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 years. So 7 years of constant music, almost like 2 albums a year. And if they weren't releasing an album, they'd do like a single in between. Like Day Tripper and We Can Work It Out, that was a single that was never released on an album in Britain. Sorry Fields, Penny Lane, that was the same thing, but it was put on to make Magical Mystery Tour more an album in America. But it was originally an EP. Magical Mystery Tour was so. The follow-up album to Sgt. Pepper is actually the White Album. It's not Magical Mystery Tour in Britain. So, because Magical Mystery Tour was an EP, it wasn't a full album. But so you got all that. What else? I Feel Fine was also a single. So Paperback Writer was never on an album, official album. They put on later on collective albums, album track things. So that's how I got into Sting. I listened to Sting a lot. Then Sting was my man, and that's when I first started to play bass. So it was like Sting was kind of like the bass hero. Because when I first started getting into Sting was around the time I started to play bass. And then after that, listening to Sting a lot. Sting, the Beatles. What else? Elvis Costello. Around the same time I started listening to Elvis Costello, and he's another guy. Listen to his lyrics, follow along. I used to love on Spike. It tells you who's playing what instrument, and I love that. So listen to Spike a lot. I love his early stuff. This year's Model and this Model, Goodbye Cruel World, which is a less known album of his, but I like it. We should have a song called Room Without a Number. I love that song. That was like the first song I actually hit. I liked on that album. Goodbye Cruel World by Elvis Costello was Room Without a Number. I think she's called Room with No Number or something like that. And Also, Home Truth is another song from that album of Elvis Costello that I like from Goodbye Cruel. So that, yeah. And then what else? Yeah. So that was. He goes, there's a room without a number, but the sign outside says there's no vacancy. Doesn't take a key. They don't understand. Don't understand. They stare at you so understandingly. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. And then Home Truth is like, down, down, down. And then this is where the home truth ends. This is where the home truth ends. Yeah, you can buy the albums. That's so you can fully enjoy these songs. But yeah, so that's Elvis Costello. So that was another favorite of mine from high school, Elvis Costello. And of course, The Wall. Roger Waters stuff. The Wall, Animals. Goodbye, Wish We Were. I mean, I say Goodbye Cool because I'm thinking of The Wall. Okay, so yeah, Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were, Animals, and The Wall. Those are my 4 favorite Pink Floyd albums, and especially Animals. Animals is probably my favorite, and that's for another influence on my writing because I was, write about the whole Animals album, the whole concept of people being divided into like animal forms, sheep, dogs, pigs, people just have animal characteristics. That was really interesting to me. So I thought, let's go. That's cool. I like that. It was just, most people when I was a kid write these songs, these lovey-dovey kind of songs just to keep the fans happy, and then Roger Waters is just kind of attacking people, and I love that. He's still doing that. That's why I love that guy. He's still attacking people. God, I love him for it. But yeah, Roger Waters. Yeah, I love him. He's brave. He's a brave guy. He's he's on the side of Palestine. I mean, that's kind of a brave move, over Israel. Not that he's against Israel, but I think he's, usually people are so like, I wish I were for Israel because Israel, But he's actually saying, the Palestinians are people too, who deserve to live, nicely and live, with respect. So I admire him for that, for saying that, because everybody needs to have respect for everybody else. But so I like that. So and I like Roger Waters for that, and so those are the guys I like. And then of course like Peter Gabriel and those kind of guys. But these are like the main guys that I liked. And then Jimi Hendrix I liked, but I wasn't so into Jimmy like a lot of these other guys were. Others were the Clapton and Jimmy. I was a little bit into Jethro Tull. I still am. I love Jethro Tull, but I'm more into Jethro Tull now. But Aqualung was a great album, and War Child. I think it's a break songs from the Wood. And yeah, those are my and Heavy Horses. Those are my 5 favorite Jethro Tull albums. So if you're gonna get into Jethro Tull, these are the ones that I love: Aqualung, Thick as a Brick, War Child, Songs from the Wood, and Heavy Horses. Those are 5 really good albums. So I can never really get into Passion Play and Minstrels in the Gallery. It's just too meandering. It's a lot of great playing on it, but